Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Blood and Plunder. Today we're taking a look at another of the expansion books, which is Raise the Black, which came out a while back, but we wanted to finally get to it now that we've really gone through more or less end to end of the No Peace Beyond the Line expansion, and really taking a deep tour through all the different factions, the commanders, and just all the different wonderful options that Blood and Plunder presents to you. So with that being said, a lot of the times when someone's starting a game like this and there's just so much stuff out there for a player, it's kind of like, well, I got the core rulebook and maybe I bought like the starter box or something. What do I do next? Well, most commonly people will get No Peace Beyond the Line. It's just a great expansion and really expands the game quite a bit as far as all the different factions it offers. Again, characters, expansions to units, introducing like upgrade characters, etc. More scenarios, I think, even. It's just there's so much stuff there. But then you have a couple other options. There's Fire on the Frontier, there's Raise the Black, and there's some new things that Firelock has planned in the pipeline as well. But why should you get this? So, if you're thinking off the bat, well, I don't necessarily care about playing like pirates per se, so I don't want to pick this up. No, there's a lot to this, and we'll cover that in this quick review today. So don't think of it as just like, well, this is the pirates only expansion. There's a lot for everybody in here, so it's not just like one faction, although certainly it is themed around pirates, of course. So let's take a look inside. And part of what this one is doing is also sort of moving the timeline forward to about 1700 to 1730. So, and we kind of get that in this nice first page here. So Firelock does a great job of really explaining, what this is ideally intended for. So we're just getting out of the 1600s and again, kind of getting that period of piracy there. So we'll get people like Blackbeard and others as well. So then they give you a nice description on basically how to use it. So No Peace Beyond the Line basically brought us up to 1700. Now we're going a little bit past that. And now with all these options too, you got so many choices on like, well, how do we, organize games? Do we want everybody to be roughly the same time period, either before or after 1700? There are some differences with the factions certainly moving forward. Or you can just kind of have a free-for-all and pick, whatever you want and really just like have some fun what-if scenarios. There's no, nobody stopping you from really playing the game the way that you want to play it. So it is a great book. There's quite a bit in here too. We're pushing, let's see here. About 170-ish pages or so. So there's a lot for people to digest in here. We're going to go backwards actually a real quick second, just to show you guys everything that you can expect in here and kind of what we're going to cover in separate series moving forward. Again, today's just kind of an overview / review of the book, right? So we get some updated chronology, different pirate factions, more for the Spanish, more for the British, French, the Dutch, the natives, the underlying and peripheral powers, right? So it really is a full-on expansion. Again, it's not just pirates, right? And in fact, pirates really is only about 30 pages or so, right? Everybody's getting something in here, so it's well worth you picking up the book. We get some more upgrade characters as well, so fighting men and some more advisors and hostages. So even if you, let's say, didn't really care about, let's say you only had like one faction, and it's like, okay, well, I'm picking up the book for that, but I am getting some more of this, which can apply to everybody. Some more things for ships, more scenarios, right? Some updated rules and stuff like that. So it's a worthy expansion for everybody. Oh, I guess here we go. So about 184 pages altogether. So gives us an updated chronology of events and everything. So bringing in the real historical events of that time. I'll spend a lot of time on that. Well worth the read, though. Nothing else. So we get into the pirates as a really fully fleshed out faction now. And again, we'll have a separate series covering all of these pirate factions, the commanders. We get some more historic commanders as well. Forgot to mention that, right? So each of the factions is going to get some more named characters to play with. So again, just the sheer variety of things you can do in Blood and Plunder is absolutely huge. To really, even if you just collect one faction, you have so many different ways of playing that faction, so many sub-factions. Then you bring in the characters. There's so much there. So again, pirates obviously get spoiled here for special characters because there were so many infamous pirates. And again, we'll cover them all at some point. We also get introduced to the actual like pirate units and everything. Again, Spanish in here. Just kind of skipping ahead. We get the Brits, the French. Oh, doing a good job of just randomly picking right to the faction title page here. So Dutch and everybody. More of the natives as well. Kind of wanted to highlight that for a second, actually. Let's go back a second here. So the Native Americans also really getting to more continental forces, not just natives of the Caribbean, but again, continental native factions, because the next expansion, Fire on the Frontier, really takes us into North America proper and just brings in a whole new dimension of the game. Right, so we get things like factions like Iroquois, Wabanaki, characters for them as well, more units, lots of cool pictures to be found as well, more for the unaligned and peripheral powers. Characters for all of them as well. Again, there's so much in here, so this is right up there with No Peace Beyond the Line as far as just sheer amount of content. Again, as we said, more characters as well. We just did a series on some of those from No Peace Beyond the Line, so some more advisor and hostage characters as well. Really just 2 here, but again, we'll cover them. Some updated ship stats as well, so that's never a bad thing. I think we get some new ones. I can't remember if the Blandra was in No Peace. Somebody knows. I don't want to just pull it offhand right now, but I think we get that as a new one. I feel like the Tartana was there before, but again, could be new. The Bermuda Sloop, I don't remember seeing that one before either. So again, we're getting some new goodies there. Maybe all 3 are new. Somebody hit me up in the comments on that. So some new ship upgrades as well, post 1700, right, as technology advanced. So since you're playing in that period with this, you have new goodies. Also just more generic upgrades, some rule changes as well. Of course, you probably see those in the FAQs. And then the scenarios. So a lot of naval scenarios, as you might expect, and amphibious scenarios, but also some land ones. Again, we'll probably do a series on all of these as well. And then finally, just some updated appendices, special rules, nice little rundown of all the units as well. So pretty cool stuff there. And then finally, we do reach the end there, and a nice index to wrap stuff up. Also just really cool picture there. And then we get to the end of it, guys. So like I said, it's a worthy expansion. You're not just getting into pirates, although of course if you love pirates, this is the expansion for you, right? But we're just building on what No Peace Beyond the Line did for you. So if you enjoyed that book, which hopefully you did, especially if you're playing the game, this is going to just really take things to the next level, not just for more new stuff, right? It's not just stuff for the new things for the sake of adding new things. There's just a lot there that really helps round out a lot of the factions, new tools, tips, and tricks there, new strategies to employ with the characters, the new sub-factions, etc. Everybody gets a little bit of everything, right? There's more for ships as well. We do bring the timeline forward, right? So if you had, desires to play in a specific scenario between 1700 and 1730, this lets you do that now. There's also just so much there, pretty comprehensive. So definitely a recommended pickup. Now, again, if you're just starting out, just get like the starter set, or if you're just dipping in without that, no, certainly like the main rule book is obviously a necessity. Generally, I'd still say, No Peace Beyond the Line should be your first expansion, unless you're just like dead set, no, I want to play pirates. This is what I want, 1700, 1730. Then you're probably just needing to get this to go right away. But No Peace Beyond the Line just has so much stuff in there in general. It's worthy to pick up, and then certainly this. So that's just a quick overview, guys. Again, we're going to have tons of series on here. We're going to cover all the sub-factions, the characters, the new scenarios, just all the new stuff in here. So, plenty of more content coming down the road. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let us know if you've picked up Raise the Black. What is your favorite thing out of here? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll have more Blood and Plunder for you soon.